Hi guys, so today's video is a nice little home for what I imagine to be an older couple. I tried to make it kind of like old fashioned. I'm not sure if I really succeeded that much, but I was kind of thinking of one of my friend's flats when I made it, because she's living where we're at university, she's like renting a flat, and the furniture in it and everything is kind of like stuck in time, but in a kind of really nice way. So you go in there and it's kind of like someone's deliberately collected a load of like vintage or like 70s, or I'm not sure what era, if I'm honest, kind of things. And so I kind of like that idea. So I kind of made this little house and I wanted it to fit in with the two that are next door. So there's one literally next door and then one 2 door down. And I wanted it to fit in with those two. So the exterior is like, what are they called? Panels? I don't know what they're called. I can't remember. But yeah, I made it pink on the outside. I was going to make it blue, but then the one next door's blue. The one next door to that is bright red. So, although I think it's going to have to be a colour other than bright red when I make it without CC. So, I don't know. Actually, I think there is a red, isn't there? I don't know. I will have to go in and have a look. So yeah, I made this one nice and pink. I did forget to add the roof trimmings on, which I did do like after footage, but I already had quite a lot of footage, and I've already recorded another build. Sorry, my voice keeps going. I already recorded another build that's quite long, so I've got like 6 hours of footage. Sorry, I just had to like stop and start again because I didn't want to cough into the mic and deafen everyone. So sorry about that. But my chest is really playing up at the moment. I don't know why. I've literally been ill for 4 weeks. I know I keep moaning about it, but it's so annoying. And I'm like, I keep feeling better some days, and then other days I'm like, oh, okay, I feel worse than I did in the first place. So I don't know. It's really inconvenient. But yeah, this was the shorter of the builds, and I've got some uni work I need to do today. I've kind of been doing work all day, but I've got quite a bit more that I want to do. I had a nice long nap because I pulled an all-nighter, and so now I'm gonna go do more work. So I decided I'd do the voiceover for the shorter one, because the longer one I think I've got down to about 40 minutes, but I'm not sure if the speed's too fast. So yeah, that's as short as that one's getting, I think. But this one is only about 15 minutes, which is a lot better. But my other one, I literally had 6 hours of footage. This one I only had, I don't know, a couple maybe. I will say in this video though, it does skip me doing the kitchen. I think I ran out of disk space, or I forgot to hit record once I'd paused it again. So it does skip that. You do get to see the kitchen. I didn't do anything elaborate. I'm not that elaborate of a decorator. There's also not that much space. I tried to make it a little bit like tacky, I guess. Like a little bit, I wouldn't really say tacky, kind of a bit garish. Like I used quite patterned wallpapers, and especially in the kitchen I used these really brightly coloured tiles, I think from Jungle Adventure. I use Jungle Adventure all the time. I love the furniture it came with and the wallpapers. I love the tiles so much. Like there's a pink swatch and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think I've got it in a house. I don't know if it's one I've put on my channel or if it's just one I've got. But I feel like if I made my dream house on The Sims, I might have to put that pink tile in there, because I never thought I would like a pink tile in a kitchen, but it's actually just so nice that I can't get over it. And I also need a pink front door, because that is my dream. I want an Edwardian house with a pink front door. I'm never going to have that, but that is my dream. And I guess I've got to say I'm going to have it, because otherwise a negative attitude doesn't get you anything, does it? So I'm going to say that's what I want. I would love that. I know obviously the pink front door, you paint that yourself. I was telling my mum about it and she was like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to, what was it? I said to her something like, oh, part of me doesn't want to buy a house. Oh yeah, that was it. I was like, I can't buy a house. And she was like, don't tell me you're going to say you can't buy a house without a pink door, because you can paint the door. I was like, no, I was going to say I can't buy a house if it's got like red brick or non-neutral brick, because I want a pink door. So she actually thought that I was going to like go around hunting for houses with pink doors. I say this like I'm hunting for a house. I'm not hunting for a house. I'm in university still and do not have enough money for a house, but I can still dream. And I love to go on Zoopla and look at houses. So But yeah, I love to look at the ones that are ridiculously priced that I'll never be able to afford. And then also the ones in like the Scottish borders, which are really big and nice. And I would love to live there. It's just they're kind of in the middle of nowhere. But you get a lot of stuff for that. So like you get huge gardens, and I would love a huge garden because I want lots of dogs and rabbits. The rabbits would be inside though, but dogs like gardens, and you can take rabbits into gardens too. And yeah, and no children preferably. uh, but you know, everyone keeps telling me I'll change my mind on that one, but we'll find out. I guess I'm only 20. I don't really know how old I am. Oh god, I did that at a concert the other day. I went and saw Black Veil with my boyfriend in London, and then we were there, and the woman who was like patting me down, she was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 20. And so it must have looked really, really suspicious, like I was just lying about my age, but I genuinely just couldn't remember my age. And I feel like that has happened more and more. I remember there was a time I almost answered someone that I was 16, and at this point I think I was 18, so we were 2 years gone that point. I don't know, just can't remember my age anymore. Too many years have passed. I don't know how people who are like 40 remember their age, or people who are like 80, because I can't remember my age now. And it just feels like my birthdays are flying by. Although I say that, but then every year feels so long as well. So it's this weird, like, double up, I guess. Yeah, my birthday's in like 5 weeks now, I think. So I will be 21, which is interesting. I know I keep talking about it because I'm kind of excited because I'm going to get a keyboard and stuff. So I'll have a nice, cute RGB keyboard and mouse, and everything will match because I'm extra. Yeah, so that'll be nice because the keyboard and mouse I've got at the moment are like the ones that just by default come with my computer, and they're nice. They've got like red backlight. Well, the keyboard does, the mouse doesn't. But I don't know, I just want to be able to customise the colours. And then it made me tempted to buy those bloody Philips light bulbs that are like £50 million per bulb because someone I know's got them. And they look really nice, but they're really expensive, and I'm not sure they're worth the money because I'm like, how often am I going to put them on a colour that isn't just like that colour, just like white? I'm already branching out into light bulbs because I went from like having warm coloured ones to getting like bright coloured white ones because I prefer it. And it makes my whole room look lighter, and it gives me better lighting for videos as well, so that's pretty good. But it also just makes my room, because both of my rooms are white, but especially my room at home, just makes it look amazing compared to like having the yellow ones. I do like to have a yellow one though, and like a lamp near my bed. At the moment I've only got this lamp here because I dropped the other one and it broke. I thought the light bulb broke and I was really annoyed because it cost like £9 or something, but it was actually, the light bulb was fine and I just ordered another one, so I had to cancel it quick. But it was, yeah, the lamp, so I have to like keep taking the light bulb out of this one and then putting my normal light bulb back in, and then when I record I put the bright one back in, or when I want to stay awake or just need a bit more light for painting. But that light bulb like sticks out the top because I had to get an adapter because I bought the wrong size screw for it. So, you know, what are you gonna do? I don't know enough about light bulbs. Yeah, so this is the kitchen. I kind of put a little dining table in the side. I didn't want to make this house too big. I wanted to make it quite small. I should probably play test it because there's certain stuff I'm not sure if it works, but I'm pretty sure it would, so I'm not that concerned. But yeah, I just wanted to make it nice and little, or as little as I could make it without like making it a tiny home kind of thing. I thought it'd be like a nice little place for them to retire to, possibly. Oh, I apologise. There's a pinging on my laptop. My mum just texted me about how I have a parcel at home, which I'm excited about because I know what it is, because I actually remember what I ordered this time, even though it was like weeks ago at this point. I ordered a really cool zine from America from an artist called Tegan White, I think her name is, and it's really sweet, and it's about like, it's kind of like an ode to all her past animals. It's called Obituary, which is a bit dark, but the artwork's so gorgeous. And I'm obsessed with zines now, so I've got like a decent collection going, and I want more. And I've started looking at like graphic novels, and I'm like, can someone buy me graphic novels for my birthday and Christmas? And also, I kind of want to start reading comics, so I think I'm going to get the online subscription to the Marvel online you know, comics, so that I can like try some out, and then if I like them, then I can buy some. Also, I apologize if you can hear that. There was a siren going off. It was very loud. I don't know where my windows are, because they're not really that near to anything, but they seem to pick up loads of sound. Like, there's been quite a few nights the last few weeks where I could hear dogs barking, and I think it's because the back of the, like, outside of the uni accommodation backs onto people's gardens. There's like a wall and then people's gardens, and so someone has a dog that doesn't like people being out there, I think. So my throat just keeps going, sorry. I'd like to try and do this in one take, but I'm really failing today because of, obviously, I just keep needing to like cough or something, and I don't want to sound really, really croaky. But yeah, it's really inconvenient. I'm not very happy about it. I think after this, I'm going to go try and do a big charcoal drawing and maybe like a quick painting. I might even time myself, because my art tutor was like, oh, you should try and do more shorthand stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's a great idea, except I don't know the definition of the word shorthand or fast. Like, I just don't do anything quickly. I am the slowest person ever, but I'm going to attempt it. I put in quite a lot of pictures into this house. Well, I say quite a lot, there's a few. No, I would say there's quite a lot for the size of the house, actually. I don't know, I thought it made it look more homely. I especially like the living room. That is my favourite part. I would say my least favourite part's the bedroom, just because it's quite empty. I didn't really have much I wanted to clutter it up with. I thought it would be nicer to clutter the living room or the kitchen, because I was thinking that they probably don't spend that much time like just sitting in their bedroom. I didn't do that much landscaping, but I've been working on actually doing some landscaping, like more than I usually do, because I'm not that good at landscaping. Landscaping is not my thing, and when I say not that good, I mean I am really bad at landscaping. But this one didn't have a proper garden, so I just kind of scattered some trees and bushes around and made it just look a little bit prettier, so that was quite nice. But yeah, I've just realised that probably this audio is going to be out of time because I didn't pause when I coughed, so I'm going to have to work that one out. Yeah, so I really want to go shopping. I want to go vintage shopping. That's what the tab is on my computer at the moment. I say vintage, like charity shopping. I went to one today, but I just didn't find anything I loved. I'm kind of jealous of watching like all these thrift hauls in America, because they seem to go there and find all these really unique things. But when you go to like our ones, they just kind of have clothes from high street stores, but obviously ones that people have passed on. And it's like often like Primark things, and then when they're priced, they're kind of priced similar to what you would buy them new. And I don't really shop at Primark anyway, because I don't find that I seem to pick, although this is from Primark, this one's nice and it lasted well, but quite a lot of the things I ended up buying from Primark I would break really quick. I do have a nice little handbag I got from there, but I'm also trying not to like invest in fast fashion really at the moment, so I'm trying to buy more secondhand stuff. I don't know how I feel about used leather yet. I'm trying to decipher. There's like a fair argument for both points, because I eat vegan. All my makeup's like, well, not all my makeup's vegan, but I haven't bought any non-vegan makeup since I went vegan, and I haven't bought any leather or anything since I went vegan. But I don't know if I want to take the stance that it's better to buy used leather than like new vegan leather. And I'm not disputing it's also fine to like better to buy used vegan leather, but I do find in charity shops there tends to be more used leather than vegan leather. But I don't know, I haven't decided on that yet, because I kind of want to I'm trying to look at it not just from the perspective of the animals, but also from an environmental perspective, and to me the damage has already been done. I don't know though. I don't know how comfortable I feel with it. I'm trying to weigh up my options. But yeah, I should probably wrap up this build now, so I will see you in the next video. Bye.